Yes, good evening. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Tuesday, the 7th of January 2020. This is my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the trades I'm currently taking on the high probability and the Mod MACD daily charts. So happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone got through Christmas all right, if that's your thing. Also, a big welcome to all the new members. There's been a lot in the last couple of weeks. So thanks for joining or subscribing or join the Telegram group or where you've come in or make contact with me through email, etc. I love it. It's been great. Now it's time to get back into 2020 and make some pips. Right, let's just have a look. We'll quickly have a look at what's happening, the JAGfx, Facebook page. So we're up to a fair few members. We wasn't that long ago we're at 5,000. I think we're up to 5,216. So plenty happening. It's a private group, so your privacy is obviously a bit more important and a bit better looked after, etc. Now, for all of those that are new to the Facebook group, I'd probably suggest you read the top announcement post here. Announcement from Christina. She's my right-hand girl. If you read this, it just tells you where everything is basically. In a nutshell, you go to files over here, click on that, and it takes you to stuff. Things I've got to tidy up a little bit. So you get the FAQs, all the links to the shared spreadsheets, all the shared link to the all my trade screenshots I do. Multiple trade spreadsheets, you see FAQs, there's trade results, it's all there. There's plenty in there, so have a look around there. And while we're at it, we might as well have a look at the news for the week. It's a pretty quiet week still. This is Forex Factory. It's all filtered to suit my local time. So at the moment it is 10 past 6 p.m. So my next news is at 8:30 p.m. Keep in mind my time is Hanoi time in Vietnam. So we've got some high impact. This is the red. That's out at 10 p.m., which is out of the US. Not really much happening. There's a couple of things out of Oz, US, Oz again, UK. This is probably the main one, Friday. It's normally the first Friday in the month, but because it's a new year, they've delayed it 1 week. So that's employment numbers out of Canada, which is here, but the big ones out of the US, the employment numbers, or what they used to call the non-farm payrolls. That's on Friday. Can be a market mover, especially if you're trading the USD CAD. Both countries are involved. So just something to be aware of. It is a big news event. Not as big as it used to be back in the day, but still big. All right, shared spreadsheets. Let's have a look at them. Now, HP, high probability, Mod MACD combined. All right, so this is a spreadsheet. You can see the start date 26th of June. It's pretty straightforward. I think we're up to about getting close to 500 trades. All right, on the spreadsheet, if you see yellow like this, means the trade's been partially closed. As you can see, there's an exit 1. Got 3 exits. Generally, it's one and 2 exits. Every now and then you'll see 3, like up here. If you see this blue, means overall winner, which that one was. You see this ugly red colour, means an overall loser, which these ones were. There is one other colour, and that will be that green, which generally means close to break even. It's $1 something, but close enough to break even. You can see the little menu up here if you're concerned. So that's the trades. What else I've got to explain here? It's pretty straightforward. Everyone can work that out. This is the overalls, all the pairs I trade in alphabetical order, 30 pairs, 28 currencies in gold and silver. Just shows you the pips I've made. Don't worry about that too much. It's not really an accurate reflection. Here's the dollars I've made on each of those pairs. Some pairs are better than others, obviously. Here's the overall pips, 23,000 pips, $5,549.30 since June, late June. That's all based on a base lot of 0.02. So it's small lot size. We're just trading, I'm just giving you trade examples. That's all I'm doing here. I'm not sure how entirely accurate that is. I'll try to keep it as accurate as possible, but it'll be pretty close. So let's get on the charts. We'll go to my profile. This is my daily charts. This is the If you see extended like this, no, that's probably not a good example. They're all extended. Here, that one's extended, means there's a trade on. This one's not extended, means there's no trade on. They're just grouped in alphabetical order so I can track them down, but naturally I don't start them in alphabetical order. I don't know why. So let's go through each one individually. I'll just explain what I'm doing. All right, pound yen. You'll see the name of the chart up on the top right-hand corner. It's a daily chart. You'll see pips to date on that pair, which should match that spreadsheet I just showed you. If you see grey vertical lines like this, means I'm just looking at something. If there's trades on, you'll see information, which you'll see shortly. So here, there's nothing happening. I've drawn this grey line here because I've got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level, which means I'm looking for potential buy. And if I was to get a buy signal on this tomorrow, I would probably take it. By that, I mean a green QMP filter dot. I doubt it, but it's going to happen, but that's what I'll be looking at. So that just gives you an idea. So they're a nice clean chart. And wait till you see some others not so clean. USD CAD, no trades on. This is not one of my favourite pairs, never has been. Now, I've drawn red trend lines here. So when you see red trend lines, it means I'm looking at something bearish and nothing has been confirmed yet. I draw these every day, adjust them, move them, and if they're no longer valid, I remove them. So at this stage, we've got lower low still on price and higher low on the oscillator, the MACD Platinum. So it's potentially, and only potentially, setting up for, and I've got these the wrong colour, and how stupid is that? Here's me telling you one thing, and I've got the wrong colour. I'm thinking this is bullish. Sorry about that. Must have done that at 6 a.m. in the morning. Right, yeah, that's better. All right, green is for bullish, potential bullish. And that would be a possible hidden divergence to the way it is at the moment. If this turns up and gives me a buy signal, I'll be taking that trade, even though the trend, I guess you can say, is technically down. It is and it isn't. It's sideways as far as I'm concerned, and I'd be happy to take that buy back into the MAs just based on that if it was confirmed. It's not a great setup, but it's a valid setup. All right, moving right along, we'll see if we get the right colour trend lines now. See, red are on top, green are below. So here we are, AusCAD. Oh, looking pretty good. This is a multiple trade setup. I probably stuffed it up, and now I've just managed to get myself out of it. All right, so if you see a blue active line, it normally means like a double top, double bottom, or I'm looking at a trend line break or something like that. It's just to make it different from the bearish and the bullish trend lines. So you can see it's all a little messy in here. I've got 3 trades on. The trades are designated by obviously from left to right, because that's how a chart moves. So my first one was a buy. So the blue vertical lines represent buy, red vertical lines represent sells. So I've taken a buy, sell, sell. And you can read my notes here, buy, and I'll write things like high risk trade, hedge sell, which is that one. Stop and buy trade remove as I took the hedge trade. So I removed the initial stop. Second sell, which is this one. And these, where the horizontal blue line is where I took the buy. So I took the buy in there. And the 2 sells, one was on here and the other one was in here. So they're very close. That's why the big thick red line. You see a yellow dotted line. That's the overall break-even level. So you'll see so mark the price down. And if it's minus, you want the current price to be below that, which in this case, it's great. This is really going well. Now, you can see further notes regarding divergence, how many pips to date, etc. So you can slow the video down or pause it to read all this and have a look at it, match your own charts. I know it gets a little bit messy. You'll see some messy ones, trust me. But this tomorrow, if it continues down or stays around the same tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll close the original buy, the original sell, the original buy, the hedge sell, and possibly a part of the second sell, and put a stop in place on that and reduce the overall risk. Geez, the Aussie is showing some weakness at the moment, isn't it? Wonder what happened. Bang, it's heading down. So yeah, that's the MACD Platinum. As soon as it goes through the 0 level, that's a warning sign to me that I'm now looking for buys. Remember, I'm looking for sells above and buys below. Euro New Zealand. Now, you can read my, I've got buy, 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 buy. Super high risk, super high risk. All sell trades close in this sequence, so now high risk is no downside protection, and I keep on taking buys. There's my overall position, overall break even at, so it's up here, it's positive, price is below, which is not good, so I've got to go up there. Pips today, I've got a few in the bank. My concern is now the MACD Platinum. It's been below the zero level a long time. Now it's gone through. Now what will happen here, if it doesn't go all the way to the break-even level, which I don't think it will, it might go up and say roll over. I can then start closing a couple of these buys in profit, hopefully. Then look at taking sells and just adding to my pips to date and working my way out of this. Hopefully, if it just shoots up nicely through there, bang, that'd be great. So it's a high risk setup, and I don't recommend it. Right, CAD, another messy one. This is an absolute shocker, this one. But the good thing is, look, this chart is messy. Don't get me wrong. You can read all my trades here. My overall break even's all the way up here, which is really not that far away. Right, from current price, that's only 100 pips on a daily chart. That's nothing. But this pair is a slow mover. You can see, look at this. I show this every week. It just meanders. So all it needs is a little squirt up, and I can clear a lot of these trades. Got a few pips in the bank. But the plan is here, I can just pick off these trades one at a time if I get new signals. So now, because the MACD Platinum's above the zero level, if say I've got a valid sell signal, any buys below it, I could close and add to this. Same, it's just getting a bit creative. It's not a fast moving pair, so it doesn't get me too concerned. New Zealand CAD in sells, all my buy trades are closed, got a few pips in the bank, sounds similar to the Euro New Zealand. This is generally a slow moving pair, so it's not a great concern. My overall break even's just down here at the moment for all these sells I've got on, which is only 70 pips away roughly. The MACD's heading down. The New Zealand's showing weakness like the Aussie at the moment, so hopefully it'll push down further. And again, it's just a matter of being creative and a little bit patient. It's not a big move. Well, it had some big moves, but it's pretty easy to control this pair. So at the moment, not looking 100%, but it's not too bad either. Aussie, Japanese yen. Here we go. Look at this. Going well. Took a sell up here. This is just a single sell trade based on regular bearish divergence. So there's a stop in place. These are marked by the red dotted line. So there's my sell here. This only took a couple of days ago, or last week. And here's my stop in place here. It's based, as I can say, regular bearish divergence, as you can see there. Now, prices at the MAs pushed down nicely because the Aussie is showing a lot of weakness here. MACD Platinum's close to the zero level. Tomorrow, I'll probably close, say if I close that, half of that now, 130 pips or whatever, half that, because it'll be half a position. Then I'll bring my stop down, probably above this high here or something like that. Or even may drop down to a 4-hour chart and just have a look, and could possibly consider put my stop above this level here. That's the Aussie yen, so we're looking good there. Euro CAD, nothing doing. Possible, nothing happening. Hard pair to trade recently. It's given a lot of signals, not really going anywhere. Possibly setting up on a double bottom here, but nothing's been confirmed. I just keep on drawing these all the time, moving these all the time. So yeah, who knows? Nothing doing at the moment. New Zealand USD took a sell Friday by looks. Again, regular bearish divergence. You can see it going up. That's going down and down. So there's actually two of them. And stop in place up here. MACD Platinum still above the zero level, heading down. So pair I don't mind trading. So that's all good. Oz Swiss. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm glad I'm hedged here. All right, so you can read it. I've got a lot of trades happening. That was a nice little trade, nice little standalone trade with a hidden bearish divergence there. Bang, that's a nice trade, that one. But I'm hedged, so I have to wait now for a new buy to try and work my way out. The good thing is a lot of these trades are all very close to each other. And like the, what was it looking at? CAD CHF or CAD Swiss. This is a slow moving pair, so it's not a hard pair to sort of work my way out of. Got a few pips in the bank. Everything's pretty close. So when I got a new buy signal, I can look at closing out maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of these sell signals, then just try and ride them up, or even close a few of those sell signals, maybe close a buy signal just to reduce my risk. Moving right along. Remember, you can always just pause this video to have a look at my notes, etc. Euro Swiss, nothing happening. Another slow moving pair at times. Possible divergence setting up. It's possibly regular bullish divergence. No, probably I may take a trade. I don't know, and I'll have a look, see if it even I'll look at things like this too. Right, so you look at maybe the lows there. It's got a base right through there. If I can adjust my, you'll kill me. Right, there we go. So you might look at something like this, probably extend it out a bit. You look left here and you say, well, that's remember a support level or a resistance level. They're not an exact level. They're like a zone. So prices come down, bang, down, up, sort of close, and back down. And if it bounces up here again, even though we're close to MAs, I'll probably have a dig at that compared to, depending on what the MACD Platinum's doing. It looks like it's sort of found some support at this level. That's the sort of stuff I look at every day, market structure and that. Here we go, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, took a sell, went down nicely, then went straight back up, and now it's heading down again. Yeah, I don't know what, I'll wait and see what happens tomorrow with the MACD Platinum. There's not many pips there. I might just bring my stop right down above these highs, because if it pops up again, then it's not holding. It is based on regular bearish divergence, so it's always that higher risk trade. You're looking to reverse the trend on regular divergence. Let's have a look at the euro yen. I wasn't a sell, and I only got stopped out today on the remaining. So I took a sell in here. It went up against me, but it didn't break that previous high. So my stop, I think I had a stop place. It held, came down on that big move on Friday. And so because it went through the MACD Platinum went through the 0 level, I closed out half and put a stop just above that high there. And today it just stopped me out. Now it's probably stopped me out by about 2 pips. So there's no trade on at the moment. Not sure which way it's going. Moving right along. USD Japanese yen. Not much happening on this one at all. Drawing this green possible support level. Yeah, look, it's just meandering. Basically, you just look at the MACD Platinum. You see when it's got up just below the 0 level, just above the 0 level, not that far, just above, below, just above. It's just going sideways. Price confirms that. It's not it's a pair I like to trade, but it doesn't give a lot of moves a lot of the time. But when it does, you want to be on it. Right, Euro USD in a sell. It's gone against me, coming back nicely. Stop in place, regular bearish divergence. You can read all my notes. Plenty of pips in the bank here. Always say it. Not one of my favourite pairs, but it's been kind to me recently. Not sure if it was skill or just luck. Anyway, Aussie, New Zealand. There you go. I've been stopped out in a trade and I didn't even know about it. That's a bummer. All right, let's have a look at this. Took a sell all the way back up here. You can read my notes. The stop in place for that sell's here. That's going to be moved down tomorrow, I can guarantee. I took a buy here based on regular bullish divergence. Sort of went up, come down, came close to my stop, went back up again, came down, went back up to my entry level. It's not breaking the previous highs, and with this Aussie weakness today, there's my stop, that is stopped out for a loss, so this will be all adjusted as soon as I finish this video. My overall break even is actually down here, which will no longer be relevant because I've been stopped out of that trade. So my break even level now is just my point of entry on this remaining trade up here. So that'll all be adjusted. And even if I got a sell trade on this tomorrow, I still got a grey line because I got a red dot above the 0 level. It just hasn't gone back towards the MAs enough for my liking. I'm already in a sell, so I'm not going to risk taking another one. I'll just try and ride this one down further and try and recover some of those pips I lost in that buy trade. But it's all good, not to worry. I'll update that soon. Oh, someone's messaging me. Righto, pound Aussie. I took this one this morning, this buy. This is a bit messy. I've got myself in a bit of a spot of bother with this pair. And I'm trying to work my way out of it. Got a few pips to bank, so I'm slowly doing it. I like this setup though on this trade this morning. You can read all that other stuff on the right there. But today, hidden bullish divergence. There's a low on price here and a higher low on price up here. There's a low on the MACD Platinum and a lower low on the MACD Platinum over here. Hidden bullish divergence. I'm starting to love these more and more. And another good thing here, the MACD Platinum's a long way below the 0 level. Plenty of wiggle room to the upside. And with that Aussie weakness today, because that's the other side on this pair, bang, the pound has shot up, which means the Aussie's gone down. It's nothing to do with the pound heading up. This is all to do with the Aussie showing weakness. There's my overall break even, so I'm a long way from that. But it's at that previous high, and on this pair, which can move a lot, and currently that is only 360 pips away. It sounds like a lot, but on this pair, that's not. Trust me. But again, got a lot of wiggle room here. Got a few pips in the bank, so we'll see how we go. Euro pound, you can see the pound isn't moving, so it's all Aussie. Took a sell, went up. Going down, not sure what it's doing. Based on hidden bearish divergence, no stop. I will work my way out of this. So no stop because of hidden bearish divergence. I'll use the hedging technique if I have to. A few pips to bank. I did take this entry. You can see 1 day late on entry due to the new year. One of my platforms, I think it's this one didn't show the dot, but it's pretty close to where I would have got in anyway. So. Took 1 day for the platform to wake up. Oh, Euro Aussie buy. That's taken this morning, wasn't it? Yeah. This is all based on a lot of this. This morning, double bottom here on the MACD Platinum, and look at this support level. I look like a genius today. That was taken this morning. Buy here. There is a stop in place below sort of the last couple of lows, and it's just shot up nicely today. Looking good. If you see POE, overall break even at price, point of entry. Point of entry. So that's looking all right at the moment. Aussie USD. Here we go. Look at this. This is the sequence was started with hidden bearish divergence, so no stop. So that was this one here. So you can see high on price. Just you could have said called it a double top also, so you can just see the red trend line heading up slightly, and here heading down. Now it looks like it's gone up and on the MACD Platinum, but remember you wouldn't, when I placed that trade, I would have just seen left of that crosshair. So I wouldn't have seen what's to the right there. So it's an obvious hidden bearish divergence. Sorry, I'm going to stuff this up. I did stuff that up. My apologies. That is not hidden bearish divergence at all. That's actually regular bearish divergence. So even I've stuffed it up. These things. I won't edit the video. Trust me. Yeah. That is price going up. MACD's going down. That's regular bearish divergence. So I've even called this trade in another group, and someone's going to go, Jim, you're an idiot. Oh, well. All right, it's worked out pretty well. So as I say, sometimes it's luck other than good management. All right, took the hedge buy here and took a second sell here, and price has gone down through my overall break-even level, and the MACD Platinum still a long way above the zero level, but tomorrow I'm going to probably close the original sell, the buy, and part of this, and put my stop up here somewhere. Can't believe I've stuffed that divergence. Here's me thinking it's pretty smart. I'm going to have to go in that other group and apologise profusely because I posted this as my demonstration video chart. Oh, you dunderhead. All right, but it's all good. At least we're making money on it. That's a good thing. Pound CAD, took a buy over here somewhere. I was a day late on this also. Based on, this is definitely hidden divergence. It's, you can see here, there's a couple of them. That has definitely got that one right. So no stop in place, and yeah, it's gone against me, but it's starting to come good now. But now it's at the point of entry. CAD Yen. What did I do here? In a buy here, that's the stop for the buy here. So that's looking all right. Then I've got a new sell trade. I decided to keep the buy trade in play. I took that sell trade because it's a slightly higher risk with my regular bearish divergence, which is noted there, and that's got a stop in place up there. There's my overall break even. So we're on, the price is on the right side of it just because we're miners, and which is good. So that's all right, and we just hopefully this will roll over and head down. If it takes out the stop on the buy, that's good. That means the sell's in profit and the buy's closed out for profit. That's the plan. Jeez, I'm kicking myself for stuffing up that Aussie. All right. Pound Swiss, nothing doing. This is the only pair I'm looking at with the mod MACD method. So it's just a fast MACD. Instead of being the default 12, 26, 9, it is 6, 12, and 1. So it's got to cross through the zero level for me to take the trade. And that other MA you see is a 25 SMA. So if I take a buy, price has to close above that with a confirmed cross on the fast MACD. A sell has to close below it with a confirmed cross from above the zero level down through it. It's also nice if I've got a accompanying QMP filter dot, but that's not totally necessarily using this combo system. But no trades on at the moment. Moving right along, New Zealand Swiss. I didn't take this sell. It was around the New Year period, and even though it's a regular bearish divergence, it was a valid signal. I could have taken it and made a few pips. It's just the MACD Platinum was too close to the zero level. I wasn't entirely happy, so just decided against it. But it was a valid signal. USD Swiss franc in a sell from back here. Now you'll see this blue dotted line. That's just parity. The Swiss franc tends to bounce off the 1.000 level a fair bit. It's moving away from it now, so I might remove it from the chart. Then again, nah. So I'm in a sell. My stop's right down here. It's just above that high in there. I did mark that as a possible. There's another blue dot below the MACD Platinum on the zero level there. So, yeah, I'm not taking a sell yet. There's just no. It's you might be. Sorry, a buy. Might be looking at something along here because it's getting to a level where showing a bit of support. You know what I mean? Yeah. I might keep an eye on that, and if it bounces up a bit higher, I might consider taking a buy there. If that sell's still in place, not ideal, but could be a good double bottom or a good offer of support level. I'm sure the price action traders will be getting all excited about it. Not there's anything wrong with being a price action trader. Right, pound New Zealand. I took a buy here last week. It's gone up nicely. I can probably get rid of that trend line. That trend line just leave it in there. So I took a buy. It's heading up. MACD still below the zero level and hidden bullish divergence. You can see definitely going up there on the lows and down on the MACD Platinum. I've only stuffed up 2 of these divergences tonight. That's not too bad. I should learn how to edit videos so I don't embarrass myself. Nah. All right, pound USD. This is one pair that is causing me a bit of grief. It's not the end of the world though. I'm in 3 old sells back here. I closed my buys. So there's no upside protection until I took this buy up here. This was too good to not take. Hidden bullish divergence. On this one, went up, shot up nicely. I thought, you beauty. Then it's dropped down again. It's starting to head up. Now it's dropping down again. So who knows what it's doing. The MACD Platinum still below the 0 level. So my plan is just to try and add to these totals here. I've made 10,000 pips already on this pair alone and a few dollars. So I've got a bit of wiggle room if I give back a bit of those profits. So no major drama, but yeah. But if it does fall off a cliff, there's my overall break-even level down here. So I've got downside protection. Just no, I have no upside protection. But that buy in place, and I'll just keep on trying to work my way out of these sells here. So that's the plan on that. New Zealand Japanese yen took a sell last week, went through the 0 level this morning, closed half my trade, tightened up my stop, reducing my overall risk. You can see 7th of Jan closed 0.1, stopped to that level there. The original stop was up there. So just working the trade now, got a few pips in the bank. It's not a bad pair to trade. The original trade was based on regular bearish divergence. Gold, nightmare gold. New highs, as everyone keeps on telling me. I'm in a few trades here. I'm hedged. Not sure what I'm doing here. It's caused me, I'm down a lot of pips on the gold. It's caused me some grief. I guess now I'm looking for a sell. MACD Platinum's well above the 0 level, but it doesn't look like there's any sell anytime soon. I'm sure the price action, people will be getting excited by that candle there, but it's not really being followed through with this next candle. So I'm hedged at the moment, so I'm just waiting to see what happens. Hopefully the swap's not killing me. Silver, grey vertical line, red dot on the MACD Platinum above the 0 level, and possible double top or resistance level. Again, price action traders might be a little bit getting excited. Trends up, but it's, it looks like it's, I don't know, it's not doing much at all, is it? And unlike gold, it didn't break its previous highs, so just wait and see. We've got a couple of pips in the bank, so that's not the end of the world. So that's it for the charts. Sorry about those 2 stuff-ups right at the very beginning and my Aussie. I'm going to have to go back into that other group now and correct my dumbness, which is going to be more embarrassing because I've talked myself up. But that's, shit happens. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. I know they're not the most exciting videos on the planet, but we gets through what we got to do, and it shows you where we're at on the weekly and all the trades and all the pairs and what my thoughts are and what we're looking at and what we got to do to get out of the pool on some of them. So if you do like the videos, please at least hit the like button. If not, subscribe. And again, thanks for joining the groups. Thanks for watching the videos, and you're more than welcome to join my Facebook group or my Telegram groups. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Just email me, message me, or Twitter. That's not my thing, Twitter. But all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll chat to you tomorrow. Cheers.